This video is sponsored by Urban Street Narrative Workshop. More about the workshop later in this video. We will have an exciting fall ahead of us. At least I'm excited because I've planned really great content. Well, let's see how great it is, if you will be enjoying it. But I will go through a little bit of what is going to happen in the fall with my channel and the things around the channel. Hi, it's Peter here, and let's get right into the business. My main goal has been street photography on this channel for a year and a half, 2 years almost. And I've concentrated more about the photography, the philosophy of street photography, and gone through a few photographers, and maybe in the future I will go through a few books about street photography. I don't do many gear reviews, as you've probably noticed, like I did way back in the early days of this channel. It was more about gear. The reason that I'm doing a photography channel or photography content now is purely because I think photography is not about gear. It's about things that happens in your head, and that's what I want to help you with, because it has been helping me also, and that's another thing which I will talk a little bit later. And another reason is that I think gear talk is toxic. Getting into the rabbit hole of talking about gear will get you into the wrong path. It's not photography, it's something else. And of course, if you're more interested in that, it's totally fine. Then there are some other channels that you should watch rather than mine, because I will be more and more concentrating on photography this fall. However, I will make a few gear reviews in the future, because I have a friend who has been asking me to test his ZF Nikon camera. He has a pancake lens, the 40mm pancake lens for it, and I think it might be a very interesting camera for street photographers. And I will be doing that in September. We already agreed that, and during September we will be a few photo walks with him, and I'll be testing a camera, and I will be reporting and reviewing how that works on that particular photo walk. And would that be something that I would get if I was a street photographer? I do get a lot of requests almost every day. Some company sends me that if I want to test this and that and make a review, since my videos are so great, and even though from the content that they are offering or the stuff they're offering, you can tell that they've never even watched my channel, which I always reply that it would be great if you'd watch my channel and targeted me with some actual gear that are for street photographers. But, I decline 99% of all those, and just a few that I will be testing this fall. And that's just, no, I haven't been testing that many gears. Gear. Yeah. One thing that I will be doing is making some software videos about how to edit your images, because it is a big part of photography. It's about, defining your style and then the look and the feel of the image. It's partly done, of course, when you're photographing, but it's also done in post. And I have been mainly using Adobe software, but my plugins that I use are from DxO, which is a really great. And if you need some DxO software, I do have a discount link or affiliate link with the discount code that if you want to use those, it's 15% off of everything. So that might be a good benefit for you. And then another camera that I forgot to mention before I was talking about something else is the Fuji X-E5, which is really promising. And I was offered to test it during the summer, but as you know, I've been having a little vacation from YouTube, so I did not want to test it at that time. I will let you know later what did I do during the summer. I wasn't, laying on the sun. I was doing all kinds of stuff, traveling. Okay, that was more about the family stuff around Finland, and yeah, one big project that is almost finished, and I'm really, really happy about it. And I will tell you a bit later when I talk about what is happening around the channel. But yeah, my main goal is to make more videos about street photography, and my regular schedule, it will be on Friday. It's 3 p.m. here in Finland, so that's like 1 p.m. at GMT. So the regular schedule will continue now on all the way until December. What type of videos you would like me to make and see? What would you watch? What would be the topic? But now a few words about the workshop that's kind of sponsoring this video. Me, Robin Wong, and Matti Solanto are having a street photography, urban street narrative workshop in Kuala Lumpur starting 30th of March and lasts for the week from Monday till Friday, and it'll be ending in April 3rd. I will put a link in the description where you can find all the information, but it's going to be a special workshop because we have 3 instructors, me, Matti, and Robin. And that gives you the opportunity, of course, to meet us if that's something that you like, but most important, get feedback for your images from us and from the other participants. We will have 24 maximum amount of participants. And what's really great, we already have quite a few who have signed up. So it's going to be exciting. It's actually happening. So we're very happy about that. And, spending a week just photographing is something that is a rare thing that most of us cannot do. Because, if we go out on a photo walk, there's always, things that are affecting, we need to take our kids to soccer practice, to school, to music lessons, to whatever. And that always interrupts our flow of making photographs. And of course, if we go out downtown of your own city, for example, there are things that you might need to do at the same time. And that all that takes the concentrations away from great photographs. And when you're attending a workshop, you can concentrate on photography. It's all about photography whole week. And we do have some free time, of course, during the week so that you can relax or do something else if you want to have a little break. But it's all about photography. A link in the description for you to sign up. But let's continue with the regular topic of this video. Other things that are going around this channel. The first of all is the 52 assignments, which, yes, I know I'm lacking a little bit with the feedback because of the summer, and I had some really big issues in my live stream in June, which I'm really sorry about. And I will make some content about 3 months of images that you have been sending me, and we'll update the scoreboard and everything. But I'm really glad that you have not forgotten this, because I did get quite a few images from July assignments, which I'm really happy about, because I was a little bit afraid that you might abandon the thing because I haven't done my share. But I did get some great photography, and I'm really happy about it. So thank you very much for sending those images. It means a lot to me. And then on the 19th of August, there will be a global photo project again, the second time I arranged a global photo project. And I will put a link in the description for you to take a look. And if you haven't signed up yet, then do that by subscribing to the newsletter to get all the information. The first newsletter has already been sent to announce it. But if you did sign up last year, you don't have to do it again. If you don't want to be part of it and don't want to get the newsletter, just unsubscribe and you're good to go. But I sincerely hope that you will send your images, because I will be making a book again like I did last year. It was a really great success and a really great book. More about that in the link down below. And don't forget to subscribe to the newsletter for Global Photo Project to be in that big initiative to get photographs all over the world at a certain day, which is the 19th of August. And you might ask, if you're not familiar with why it is 19th of August, is because that's considered to be the birthday of photography. And my book, From Snapshot to Stories, is almost finished. I've uploaded 9 chapters to Gumroad, where you can download that. If you already purchased it, the first edition, it's for free. But if you haven't, then you need to buy the first part. And the thing is that why would you buy a book that's not finished? Well, it supports the project, of course, that's one thing, but you will get the final book in a PDF version when it's finished. The finished version also, or the final version is not PDF, it's going to be a book. That's of course not included in that PDF purchase. The book you need to buy separately. And I know someone have sent me emails that they don't want to buy the PDF, they want to buy the book, which is of course great. But that should be finished by the end of this month. So in September, I hope you're able to get that book. If you want to be informed what's going on, subscribe to my newsletter for this channel. I will share some of my videos, some stuff from what's happening inside the photographic industry, some links, some interesting stuff. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to that. I will be sending that, once a week. It's usually on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Depends on my weekly schedule. But during the weekend, you will get that newsletter, which will be something where you get all the information about, the book and 52 assignments and stuff like that. But you know what it is, a newsletter with some information. Well, that was not very simple way of saying that I do have a newsletter which you can subscribe to. There's a link in the description. Then about image sharing. I have started using Instagram again. I started, July 1st. I started to post an image every day. I'm not sure if I'm going to post images every day all year round, but I will be more active in Instagram. So if you are in Instagram, please follow if you haven't followed me yet. I try to follow you back if your account is not private. I can understand if you have some private stuff, that's a different thing. But yeah, I will be sharing quite often, at least 3 or 4 times a week, some street photography images that I've made. And it's a wide variety of different type of images. And, go down to Instagram and see for yourself. Some of them are pretty familiar. You've seen them in my videos because I haven't been photographing that much during summer, so it's more about archives. But it will be more contemporary photography during the fall when I get back on the track and start doing photo walks. Well, hopefully almost every day. So we will see if I can get some keepers. And another app that I'm using is Foto.app, which I haven't been that active lately because it works a little bit differently. And to be honest, at the moment, Instagram has given me more feedback and more interaction with you guys. So that has been a better. But Foto.app is definitely something that I will start using also on the side of Instagram. And then the images from my videos, I've been uploading them to Picdrop, which was sponsoring a few of my videos in the spring. And they also provided the site in part of that deal. And every image, and maybe sometimes a little less and sometimes even more images that I post on these videos, I will be sharing on Picdrop for you to take a look. And there's also a link to that in the description. And I will do that for every video that has images. And, just for you to look at them for a little longer, because I've gotten some feedback that some of my images are just, too quickly on the video. I usually have them for 3 seconds to be, for 2 reasons. First of all, the videos would be too long if I had them for more than that, and it will, the rhythm is better, I think. But the downside is that you might not see the images that long, or it's a too short time for you to take a look at the images. So go to the Picdrop and you can see the images there. It's, full size almost, the images with big screens and everything. So the experience with the images is a lot better. A link in the description to Picdrop too. And if you want to use Picdrop, you can use the code that's also there. You'll get a couple of months of free with every feature that they have. So that's something that you might also consider because it's a great way to share images online. And then, what do you think about my new background? I fixed this during the summer. I was writing the book and then had some breaks and did some decorating in the back and some new lighting and everything. Please comment down below. What do you think? How does it look? I personally do like it a lot because it's a different thing. It's a funny thing that even though I'm looking at the same thing that I was been looking for a couple of years, is still refreshing to know that there is a new background. I don't know why. It just makes me feel better, just to change something to be fresh and, lifts up my spirit too, to have something different on the background. Even though I think the content or the things that comes out of my mouth is more important, but I think if it's visually pleasing, it's nicer to watch. So please let me know in the comments down below. What do you think? Let me see, what else did I have? I think I have everything that I was planning on saying. But if you have any questions about my channel and any suggestions or what you don't like and what you do like, it'd be really interesting to hear because that helps me a lot to make content that you like to watch. Because of course, when you're making photographic content, the views are a lot less than views if I was making gear reviews and testing gear and telling you what to buy and all that. Yeah, that's popular and it has its place, but I think it's more important to talk about photography because, as I said, gear talk can be really toxic and can take you to the wrong impression about what photography is. And I really appreciate how much you've been watching my videos, and without you guys, this channel wouldn't exist. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you will be enjoying my videos during fall 2025. And here is the video about a workshop in Kuala Lumpur, Urban Street Narrative, that I made when we announced that we're having this workshop. But hey, thanks for watching and bye for now.